Pero piece of advice, if we're doing this, I'd rather take the profit already. It's alright. Hi guys! Welcome back to Crypto Traders Tambayan. Ako nga pala ulit si McRae, and ngayon pag-uusapan naman natin ang supply and demand. So, ang supply and demand guys, this is institutional orders or bulk of orders that causes the market to go up and down. Ngayon, tignan natin sa chart para mas maintindihan nyo ano ba talaga si supply and demand. So guys, ito nga pala yung supply and demand natin that we actually see on the chart. So if you look sa taas, it's gonna be the supply zone. If you look sa baba, it's gonna be the demand zone. So, tulad ng sabi ko, supply zones and demand zones are areas kung saan nagkaroon tayong bulk of orders. So, this is the reason kung bakit nagkakaroon ng up movement and down movement si market. So, one way for us to easily know when to buy or to sell. So, ano ba yung good things na ginagawa ni supply and demand? 1, alam natin kailan tayo mag-entry. 2, alam natin saan yung stop loss. And then 3, malalaman din natin dito ano yung target natin for the price. So, supply and demands can actually be used for any kind of time frame, whether it's a high time frame or a low time frame. So, looking at the chart, you see here na we have the area for supply when the market started to enter the supply zone or create the supply zone. It actually started to drop down. But also, after a several time, tulad ng structure na to, is that it had actually went back to the supply zone. So this is where makikita natin yung tinatawag nating targets natin. Kasi let's say dito, kay demand zone, kung nag-buy tayo dito, sa demand zone na to, meron na tayong target which is gonna be the supply zone. So that's one easy way for you to understand how to trade the supply and demand. Alright? Let's look further naman guys. How would we plot this? Based on my opinion kasi, this is the best way to plot it. Tingnan natin ngayon. Alright guys, so we're gonna be using a blank chart para mapakita sa inyo paano ko talaga pinaplot ang aking supply and demand zones. So, the way for me to plot a supply and demand, I first look for the candle right here that started the main uptrend movement if I'm gonna be basing it for the demand zone. Pero syempre, goes both ways for supply and demand. Ang pinakagusto kong pinagbabasihan guys is the long candlestick na ginawa ni supply or demand zone. So let's say from here, this is the demand zone right now. So i-mark ko siya para sa atin. Demand. This is a way for me to target kung kailan ako magbabay ulit. So if the market was still here, let's say hindi tayo nakapag-buy dito ako mag-aabang na pag pinasok ulit ni market to, magpo-position na ako ng aking buy trade. Kasi this was a price where every single trader agreed that this is the price range I want to do a buy position. Now, same goes for your supply zone. For the supply zone, it's going to be here. This is actually one good specific target. Itong area na to. This is a target for the supply zone. Ayan. So, meaning, let's say that we traded a buy position here from the demand. My supply zone will be my area for take profit. This is ang pinag-usapan nating target naman. Pero if I would be doing a position for a buy, syempre tulad ng sabi ko, since this is my demand zone, ayan, my stop loss guys would be around below this area for demand. Bibigyan ko siya ng space para guys makaakyat towards the target for the supply. Dito ako nag-buy, dito ako magkakaroon ng target. But not just that, we can have multiple targets for supply and demand. Meaning, pwede rin tayo guys dito naman din. This is another target right here. For supply again. Oh, sorry. Supply. Ito, sorry guys. So, ito yung target natin for supply. Which is something we could do if we want to push the trade further. Pero piece of advice, if we're doing this, I'd rather take the profit already. Kumbaga, hindi naman sa pagiging greedy, pero syempre guys, mas gusto ko yung safe ako, may nakuha na akong profit, yun na yung kukunin ko. Kasi this specific jump from the price of 2847 for Ethereum up to the price of around 3065, that is already a huge pump of price. Kasi if we take a look at this, the specific percentage of increase is already about 7.64% in a specific number of hours lang. So, isa na to sa best way natin talaga, guys, for us to actually use the supply and demand. Pero, papakita ko naman sa inyo, guys, another thing na ano ba yung pinakamagandang combination kay supply and demand. Isa dyan, guys, is what we call the trend. Kasi when we look at the trend, guys, dun tayo nagkakaroon ng tinatawag nating higher high and lower low. So, si higher high and lower low, guys, basically, yun yung pinaka-idea natin when it comes to supply and demand. Palaging merong supply zones and demand zones siya. Break of structures for us to understand saan ba tayo magsimula mag-buy ulit. Okay? I'm gonna show you a different example naman para makita natin. So guys, ito yung magandang example natin when it comes to combination of the trend line and the supply and demand zones. Kasi when we start combining these two things, it's easier for us to actually understand kung saan tayo magpa-plot ng buys and sells natin. Especially the fact, guys, na ayaw natin talaga magkaroon ng tinatawag natin na trade against the trend. So, if we take a look at the chart here, from the supply zone here, when the market dropped, it created a demand zone here, and also went back to the supply zone. So meaning, let's say guys, I traded on this sell position. Syempre, ang target ko guys would be the demand zone. Same goes if I trade on the demand, ang target ko is the supply zone. But again, like what I said, we do not want to trade against the trend. So definitely guys, I would rather trade on a selling position here. So meaning, when this supply zone was created around this price, itong area na to, and then nagkaroon ng demand, I would start to create a sell position on this area. Ayan, dyan ako magkakaroon ng selling position. Kasi, ito yung pagbabasihan ko ng target ko for this specific trade. So meaning, ang target ko dito guys is up to here. And if we look at how the trade actually went, is nagkaroon pa tayo ng mas mababang pagbagsak pa ng presyo niya. So, this is one good way guys for us to be able to understand the supply and demand zone or to perfectly use this or master this when it comes to our trading. Okay? So, yun lang guys actually ang simplest way to understand supply and demand. Again, this is really all about practice. Okay? So guys, if you still have any questions regarding supply and demand, feel free to reach out to me on any of my socials, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or even YouTube for you guys to get more ideas on how to trade the supply and demand. And huwag niyo kalimutan guys, subscribe, hit that notification button para every time nag-upload ako, ma-update kayo. And number one guys, if you DM me on Instagram, I could include you towards my community in Discord para dun tayo pwede mag-usap on further things about trading. Plus, I would also upload another video regarding naman SMC. So abangan nyo yan guys para papag-usapan naman natin how to actually apply every single thing na ina-upload ko. Kasi this is a series of lessons and trainings wherein you guys would be able to understand the best ways for you to construct your own trading strategy. Alright guys, again guys, my name is McCray and this is Crypto Traders Tambayan. Until the next video, thank you and bye-bye.